Everybody, what's going on? What's going on? We got Ren Time in the house. We got Niels Han Dynasty in the house. Let's see who else we got rolling in here. All right. Should be good to go. Let's see. Can y'all hear me? Let me know. Let me know in the chat. Buy silver, platinum, and crystallized osmium. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right, all right. All right, we should be good to go. What's going on, everybody? Hey, Niels Han. Hey, Ren Time. How's it going? How are y'all doing? Hope y'all are doing well today, tonight, whatever time zone you're in. I've been missing here. Yeah, I've missed being here. Yeah, it's been a while since you've been in one of our live streams, Ren. It really, really has. All right. We got Ren in the house. We got one person watching, which I assume is Ren. Yeah, baseball is crazy in the summer. Oh, I bet, Ren. I bet. I bet it is. I bet baseball is crazy in the summer, man. How's y'all's team doing, though? Doing all right, I reckon. Hope it's doing all right. Game in an hour. Very nice. Very nice. Hey, Shady Ibrahim Shemarani. How's it going? How's it going, my friend? I don't know if you've ever joined one of our live streams, but if you haven't, welcome. We're definitely glad to have you here today. Definitely glad to see you, my friend. So thank you for showing up and being part of our live stream today. Have a great day. I love animals. I have a big heart and I love it. I have a big heart and a good morning. It is a righty unicorn. What in the world? All right, let's see here. Ren stocks undefeated so far. Very nice, Ren. Very nice. Very nice. Very cool. So platinum's up 6.12% in 3 days. Yes, it is. It really, really is. It's crazy, y'all. It is crazy how much platinum has gone up in just the past couple days. I mean, and we've held above palladium the entire day, right? Platinum has remained constantly above palladium for essentially about a week now, almost, give or take a little bit here or there. So very cool stuff for sure. Hitting 28 for 30. Okay. Very nice, Ren, very nice. You're a good friend. I love animals. Well, Shady, thank you, I guess. I appreciate that, my friend. All right, all right. Everyone, right off the bat, do me a huge favor and hit that like button for me. It really helps out the channel quite a bit. And I greatly appreciate when y'all do that. But yeah, Platinum's doing some interesting things. Even the hardcore silver and gold people on YouTube are starting to talk a little bit about it. Whether or not that's just for content or whatever on their channel, I don't know. But they're definitely talking about it, which is always a good thing for us platinum stackers. The more people talking about it, the more people that will get into it, essentially, I think. Very nice, Ren. Did you get that on eBay? Thank you, Shady. I appreciate that. All right. But you get that on eBay, Ren? 8.01% for the week. That's crazy, A&L. That's crazy, crazy stuff. If you bought just a couple weeks ago, you're up 8%. You could sell that. And that's a huge, huge gains. Especially for precious metals. I mean, that's crazy. Yeah, it is getting expensive, Ren. 1/10 ounces can't even be found for anything less than about 130 these days, which is kind of frustrating a little bit. Right now, about 130 for a Britannia, 140 roughly for Kookaburras. Somebody's got a St. Helena on sale for like 135 plus 5 shipping. That's not bad. But it's definitely interesting stuff, for sure. For sure, for sure. Wow. But what's interesting about this market we're in is you can get some pretty numismatic stuff for basically bullion prices, because a lot of the numismatics aren't really increasing their prices. You go on eBay and you type 1/10 ounce platinum. I mean, below 150, there's a lot of pieces, but 130 is your bottom. So you add 10, 15, maybe $20 and you can get a really rare piece. And that's not too bad a premium over what you would spend on regular bullion anyways. It's hard to buy when it was so cheap. Yeah, I know, right, Rand? I deal with that too. When I see the prices go up, it's real difficult to buy. Real difficult for sure. A&L Futures said, did y'all catch the article regarding Kentucky hoarded gold coins? I did see that. That was insane. That was absolutely insane. Jeez. I can't even imagine. I did see that, A&L Futures. I don't know how thoroughly I read through it, but I did see it, and it was pretty interesting to see. But yeah, that was kind of crazy how much gold was found in like a dude's backyard, basically, right? Wasn't it like somebody's backyard? I buy Starbucks now at under 80. Starbucks. Oh, the stock. Oh, yeah. That's cool, Rand. That's cool. That's not a bad price point. 800 Civil War era gold coins found. Yeah, wow. That's crazy, A&L. Absolutely insane. It must have been some rebel who was running from the Union and just buried all his goods or something. I don't know. Or maybe it was a Union person running from the rebels. It had to be one or the other. I mean, some rich guy who just didn't want to give up farmland. Okay, interesting. I bet it was like someone who knew where the war was going to go and decided they weren't going to have the government come take all their stuff and give it away. So they decided to bury it, and then they died without telling anybody. That's got to be what it is. It was over $100 last year. Wow, Ram. That's crazy. That's a pretty big dip, to be honest. What should I buy next? My stack is really growing. I don't know, Ren. I mean, Liberty actually has a reasonable, I don't know what your budget is, but they have a reasonable deal on a 5-gram platinum bar, which me, I don't really like the gram platinum bars. I think anything below 20 grams is really kind of a ripoff. But Liberty's got a 5-grammer for like, how much is it? Let me see. Liberty's got a 5-grammer. Well, actually, dang. BGASC's got a 5. Or no, it was a 10-grammer. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it was a 10-grammer. Which I think it was close to $400. I don't know if that's in your budget, but yeah, Liberty Coin had a 10-grammer. Let me see here. Yeah, Liberty's got the 10-grammer for $393.46, which is not that bad of a premium. It's kind of interesting, but not that bad. What is this fake? What is this 2020? What in the world? I don't know if this is fake or something I didn't even know existed, but take a look at this. I don't think it's fake. I mean, the seller has a lot of stuff. Take a look at this. I thought the first Kookaburra was 2021, but look at that link. Okay, what in the world is that? Must have been like some one-off thing or something. That's crazy. I had never even heard, only 1,000 were produced. That's pretty crazy. So between the Kentucky hoard and the Saddle Ridge hoard, the U.S. has seen some remarkable finds. Yeah, I bet. A&L futures. Well, you know, it's interesting. Our history, albeit short in America, has a lot of different times where people don't trust the government. They don't trust the economy. We remain in a constant state of like fear, which is, I'm not saying that's wrong, but, and you should always worry about the future and prepare and stuff, but I'll be danged if America ain't the top dog in that category, right? Most countries, when they have catastrophes happen, are unprepared. I feel like a lot of Americans are probably prepared. But it's funny because stuff like that happens in America. People bury gold out in their backyard and forget to tell someone, and then it gets found 100 years later. It's crazy stuff. Welcome back, Shady. Glad you're back, my friend. Glad to see you come back to the live stream. I appreciate having you here. Dang, we haven't seen too many of our regulars pop in yet. Neil's Han Dynasty was here at the beginning, but we haven't seen too many. Interesting stuff. Let's see here. Is somebody else live streaming? That could always be the culprit. A lot of the times that can drive traffic somewhere else. Because I'm definitely, obviously not the biggest person on YouTube. By any means. We got Mad Stacker. We got Ravenhawk Coins streaming. But I don't see too many other people. Interesting. Plus, it's not worth stealing. My collection is cheap. Ren, if you don't have one, a high quality safe, something large enough that 2 people couldn't walk away with. My safe is huge. Plus, it's not worth stealing. My collection is cheap. Yeah, that's true. It's not shady. It's shady. Okay. It's Shadi. Shadi? Shoddy? Man, down here in the South, bro, in the hood, people say shawty, like shorty, I guess. Is that what you're telling me? It's like shoddy? Shoddy, yes. Okay. I'm recording a collection video, Platinum Beast. Very nice, Ren. That'll be cool to see your total collection so far. Man, I tell you what, you get good deals on them backdated, way backdated platinum koalas, for sure. All right, so you're getting behind on videos, Ren? Well, that's all right, Ren. That's the beauty of YouTube. You can make videos whenever you like. It doesn't really matter when you make them, as long as you just keep making videos, man. But yeah, so what was I gonna say? Yeah, the thing about stealing is, you first got to have a nice second, nobody's going to break in and steal a few $100s or something. You will get banned for what, Shoddy? All right. You're getting behind on videos. Yep. 8/10 is getting nice. Oh, yeah, you're almost to a full ounce, Ren. Almost to 1 entire ounce of platinum. That'll be an epic achievement for you, my friend. That really, really will. Because most people don't have a whole ounce, man. Most people just have... Well, really, most people don't have any platinum. If the amount of stackers in the world is like 1% of the population, it's got to be like 1% of 1% stacks platinum. Not a lot of people do it at all. And so, yeah. It's kind of interesting point to make. Go to Egypt, please be rich. Huh. Well, that would be interesting, Shoddy. In less than a year. Yeah, stacking almost an ounce of platinum at age 14 in less than a year. That's quite the accomplishment, my friend. And that's without putting all your other investments on hold. You know, it's crazy. Crazy, crazy stuff, man. At such a young age, that's impressive, honestly. Most people ought to really take note and kind of follow your lead with that, I think. Because I think you're going to set yourself up for some true success in the future while you're still young, too. It's not easy being in the top 1% of the top 1%. It's lonely at the top. Yep. A&L Futures, I agree, man. And also, being at the top 1% of the top 1%, that means you're going to have 100 times as many haters, right? There's already a lot of people, Dave Ramsey and others, who say buying gold and silver is a dumb idea. But you add on top of that all the gold and silver stackers who think platinum is a dumb idea, as well as all the people who just think buying precious metals is a dumb idea. And pretty much everyone doesn't like you and thinks you're dumb and don't know what you're talking about, essentially. But, you know, they're the ones that are going to miss out on the gains, like the ones we've seen very recently, right? Had they bought a little bit of platinum, they'd be enjoying some of these gains, but they're not. And they're okay with that, and that's all right. I mean, everyone has different tastes and opinions and stuff. But yeah, they're definitely not enjoying the recent upswing that we've seen as of late at all. They're not able to do that because they never got any platinum for themselves. Let's see. I'm surprised Shadowwork and Niels Hahn are not in here, man. That's crazy. Shadowwork's been to almost every single last one of my live streams. Did y'all see that link I posted, though? That Kookaburra man? What the heck was that? Say my name 3 times. I don't know about all that. Shady. Or shoddy. Alright, let's see here. Wow, platinum's already up to 1080, man. And it just keeps going up. Jeez Louise. Wow. I mean, will this train ever stop? Or will it just keep on going, and going? Or no, it's not 1080. That was an old post. But yeah, did y'all see that Yeah, if I put it on hold, it would be at 3 ounces of platinum. Wow, that's crazy, Ren. I am 8 years old. I don't know about all that, Shoddy. But I mean, that's cool if you are, man. I'm more than the 1%. I'm 14. Yeah, that's true, Ren. That's true. Not too many 14-year-olds stack or can appreciate it. They'd much rather have the latest Fortnite Battle Pass or the coolest whatever, right? Even if it means that's all they can have. They'd rather have that than something that they can invest in that'll actually create wealth for them, not eliminate wealth for them. There's nothing wrong with spending a little bit of money on stuff you like, but spending all your money on stuff you like, I don't know about that. But I mean, that's where I was when I was 14, so I can't really blame them or act like I was any better. You know? Fortnite Battle Pass. It's your mom's phone. I got you. I got you, Shady. All right. Your dream video is still buying land. Yeah, that'd be awesome, Ren. If you could buy yourself some land. Is there a lot of land where you're at? Because down here in the south, there's not a whole lot of undeveloped land. I mean, even in the rural parts, if you're buying land, you're probably buying farmland and it's already been deemed agricultural, and that's what it's used for. And you're probably buying a massive piece. You're not buying a little bit. It's real hard to find like a little bit of land you can buy down here in the South that's not residential or agricultural. That's just some random land, really. But out west, I know there's tons of stuff. Some, not that much though. I gotcha. Okay. Okay. Farmland may be a good investment. Yeah, that's true, A&L. Come to think of it. That is very true. Farmland could end up being a pretty decent investment. Very well could be. You never know. You never know. Let's see here. All right, we've been going for about 20 minutes here. Everybody do me a favor and be sure to hit that like button. Really helps me out a whole bunch. And I greatly appreciate it. All right. Let's see. How'd you mess up, Shouty? Hey, Donald Sutton Jr., welcome to the live stream, my friend. Glad you could make it out here and say hello to us. Glad you could be here. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're enjoying these recent gains in all the precious metals over the past week. Very cool stuff. Hey, Hayden, how's it going? Welcome to the live stream. Glad you could make it, my friend. Just got a 2024 Silver Eagle, and it had a faint yellow spot on it. Did I buy a fake? Well, where'd you buy it from, Hayden? That's the real question you got to be asking, is where did you buy that eagle from? Because that's what's going to determine whether or not it was probably fake or maybe real or whatever, you know? So that's what you got to ask yourself a little bit, is where did you get that 2024 Silver Eagle from? A coin show. Could it be toning? It could be toning. I mean, it could be a myriad of things, you know? I mean, could be anything, really. Depends on how the coin was stored, which you obviously don't know. And it depends on how a lot of things were handled in the handling of that Silver Eagle. Yeah, it could. They tone all colors. I've seen rainbow. Yeah, it could be anything, right? I've seen yellow spots on Silver Eagles. I don't know about brand new Eagles, but again, if they left them outside, if they left them in a hot car, if they left them different environments, anything is really possible with silver, because it all sort of what's the word I'm looking for? Or reacts to its environment, right? So down here in the South, if I leave a tube of Eagles or silver outside in my backyard all day and all night in the hot summer heat and that humidity with the water in the air and stuff, you're really going to see some major like toning and stuff. Whereas, you know, out in the desert in Arizona or something, you'd probably be fine. I don't know. There's not a lot of water in the air. You know, it's probably actually beneficial to leave them outside. Maybe. I don't know how that works, but I just know that, you know, it really can depend on a whole bunch of things. It could be a milk spot. Usually milk spots don't form that quick, but I reckon they could. Very well could. I wouldn't worry about it being fake, though. Hayden, I especially buying at a coin sale, you know, people aren't going to bring fake stuff to sell there. Unless you bought it from some schmo in the audience or the attendees. Then maybe, but even still, paying to get in there just to sell a fake Silver Eagle doesn't really seem like a logical thing to do. Do I have any palladium? I know they make palladium maples. I don't, Hayden. I'd like to get some someday. The issue is my state charges sales tax, so I need to pick that up from a private sale online from someone, and I just haven't made that jump yet. I hope to at some point, but I just haven't yet. And so when the time comes, I probably will, but we'll just have to wait and see on that. I would like to get some palladium in my stack, though. That's for sure. That is for sure. Yeah, gold is so expensive, man, Ren. But did you check out did you see AppMax's springtime deals, man? They had some spot gold. Reasonable. Also, Ren, I found a deal. If you're looking for gold, AppMax has, if you buy through their app, they have spot 1 gram of gold at spot for first time app buyers. So definitely check that out if you want. Also, consider getting one of the Dos Pesos, man. They're like 100, 150 bucks. Not too bad. And I love the little Dos Pesos. And their premiums aren't too extreme, honestly. They're a little high, but they're not that bad. They're better than 1/10 ounce, I think, most of the time. What state do I live in, Hayden? I live in Georgia. Way down here in the south. In Georgia. That's where I live. Where do you live, Hayden? Oh, want more gold, so much money though. Yep, and platinum. Yeah, I have a few. I got you, Ren. Yeah, those pesos are cool little coins. I like them. Hey, Eric Hood, welcome to the live stream. Glad you could make it out here and join us today, my friend. Glad you could be here. Hey, y'all, do you guys know if you would receive any of the platinum selling proof gold coins? Any of the premium selling proof gold coins. Hey, y'all, do you guys know if you would receive any of... I'm not sure what you're asking really right there, Eric Hood. Do I know if I would receive any of the premium selling proof gold coins? I for whatever reason, I can't really decipher what you're saying there, bud. Maybe you can help clear it up a little bit. You live in Vancouver. Wow, Shadi. That's crazy. That's a long way away from me, my friend. That's like a billion miles away, to be honest. That's crazy stuff. Hayden's over there in Salt Lake City, Utah. Very cool. Very cool. Salt Lake City. I've never actually been to Salt Lake City. I've been to Denver. I've been to Phoenix. Never been to Salt Lake City. Buy for weight, not premium. Yeah. Yep. Buy for weight, not premium. That's what I do too. Donald Sutton. I just buy for weight, not premium. I don't really worry too much about the premium. Now, if it's like 100% premium, okay, now you're just getting silly. But a few percent more for the fractional stuff. I love fractional platinum, man. A lot of people can't stand it. Oh, the premiums. Oh, no, what are we going to do? But the thing about it is, it's like a couple extra percent. And even if it's like 10% higher premium, it's really not that bad. Because like right now, these one little 10th ounce Britannias are about $130 on eBay, right? So I buy 10 of them. I've spent $1,300 on an ounce of platinum. Where I could have maybe gotten an ounce for $1,100, maybe, probably not. That's only 20 bucks over spot. So realistically, we're probably looking about $1,200. So I spend an extra $100 over the long haul of having 10 coins. But then I go and I sell 9 of them, right? I get that premium back out and I get a 1 ounce and I get to keep one of my 1/10 ounces. It just makes sense to me. That's the way I see it. I don't know about y'all, but that's the way I really see it quite a bit. Is benefiting me as a whole is, ultimately just stacking and not worrying about how big the piece is and just continuing on. Hey, Shadowwork, welcome to the live stream. I was wondering where you were at, my friend. I didn't see you in the beginning. Man, 29 minutes in. I think that's a record of you being late, which is fine. That's totally fine. But man, you're almost always right there at the beginning of all my live streams. But welcome, Shadowwork. I'm glad you could be here. Thank you for being a loyal member of the Gold Beast Squad. And thank you for being a loyal moderator and just everything on my channel. I greatly appreciate that, my friend. Can't thank you enough. No worries, you got stuck in traffic. I totally understand that, my friend. No worries at all. Just glad you could be here and hanging out with us. Matthew Page said, you trust eBay sellers? Well, only certain ones, Matthew Trust. Only certain ones. Or Matthew Page, excuse me. Only certain eBay sellers do I trust, okay? I'm going to buy from Liberty Coin. They're trustworthy. I'm going to buy from RJ Bullion. They're trustworthy. Aiden Coins, trustworthy. AppMax, trustworthy. Joe Schmo, who has one review and a generic photo that's not even of the actual coin, no, not at all. It's really as simple as that when it comes to eBay, is check the reviews. If they have 1 or 2 reviews, obviously probably a fake account. If they don't even have a profile pic and the photo of the coin they have is like a generic stock photo, yeah, that's sketch. It's really just about being smart on eBay. You just got to be smart and be on the lookout for, schemers and scammers. Most scammers on eBay, I'm going to be honest with y'all, are selling fake Morgans and fake Eagles. Those are the top 2 fakes, right? I'm not saying that maples and kangaroos don't get mixed up in the mix every once in a while, but fake Eagles and fake Morgans are left and right. eBay cannot delete them quick enough before a new one pops up. So that's what the scammers' focus is. They know that's what's selling the most. Nobody's out here making fake 1/10 ounce platinum Eagles. Has it ever been done? Maybe. Is it done on a wide enough basis that you'll find them everywhere? Absolutely not, because it just doesn't make too much sense for the scammers, seeing as though the demand side of these platinum coins is not great enough like silver or gold. So it's definitely something to think about and consider. Also, there's laws revolving around how much you're stealing. If I sell someone a fake eagle for $30, I'm not going to big boy prison over $30 selling a fake thing. Now, maybe the US Mint, the Fed and stuff, it is counterfeit. It is illegal in that sense. But one eagle is really probably not going to put you away forever, even given all those factors. A judge is not going to sentence someone to 20 years in prison for making one fake dollar and selling it and getting caught. So silver eagles are just a safer thing to fake. But you start faking platinum eagles at $100 face value, you're getting a little sketchy, right? The federal government's probably going to be paying attention to you, and you probably will go away for quite a long time. So that's what I also think of when the fakes. So yeah, eBay. Well, they try to, Hayden. Why does eBay not crack down on scams? They try to the best they can, right? When a new seller with no history pops up and is selling eagles and has 1,000 inventory and no reviews and a stock photo and their name is blah, 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 29, 29, 29, eBay flags that and instantly takes it down as being fake, right? So they're pretty good about it. And even I've been caught up in some stuff like that, and eBay has been very protective of me. Not on coins, but on buying other stuff that was just clearly a fake post. I bought it. eBay looked at it. They said, this is fake. Here's your money back. We're going to deal with this person. We're getting them off our platform. But eBay doesn't really do, I think, a good... Well, they could do a lot more, but they would have to be a lot more intrusive in the sellers and buyers. They'd have to verify addresses and driver's license and all these identification things for people to sell. That would help the buyers, but that would limit who wants to sell on eBay. Because at the end of the day, they are competing with things like Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace and even new places like Whatnot and Mercari and all these other places. So they got to think about that a little bit. How easy is it to sell on eBay, while at the same time, how many people can we help prevent from getting scammed? So they do crack down on the scams, but it's just so many scammers popping up, it's hard for them. That's just the way I see about it. They seem like they care more about fake Jordans. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Shadow work, they probably do. They probably care more about fake tennis shoes. Well, and that's because more people care about tennis shoes. You go on YouTube, right, and you type in Air Jordan, whatever, whatever, whatever. There's going to be 50 million videos with 50 million views and blah, 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 blah. Way bigger community. Way more, like I was mentioning earlier in this live stream, more people care about, the Fortnite Battle Pass, having the latest Fortnite Battle Pass, than they do stacking, investing, and watching their wealth grow. I mean, it just... And even adults at this point, man, there's a lot of adults that just care about silly stuff too. And I'm not saying I haven't not cared about silly stuff in the past, but if that's all you care about, that's probably a problem. Yeah, nothing wrong with that, Ren, as long as you realize that, that's its own sort of thing, and you realize that you shouldn't make that your whole life's work, right? Some people do, I guess, but realistically, the way I look at the Jordans and stuff, that is something that could very well and probably will come and go at some point, right? When I was a kid, Pokemon cards were the big thing. Then they went away for what seemed like maybe like 20 years or something. And then they came back because all of the kids I grew up with became adults and started making money and started having the ability to spend money. And people realized we could sell this on nostalgia. So it came back, but it'll go away again. And we're starting to see that already. So it's kind of like a fad in a way that kind of can come and go. Today it's Jordans, tomorrow who knows what it is. I mean, not that long ago, people were buying Yeezys and stuff, and now Adidas doesn't even sell Yeezys. I'm not going to get into all that controversy, but I mean, really anything can happen in that type of world. But silver, gold, platinum, well, silver and gold especially, been around for since the dawn of time, basically. And platinum, been around for long enough that I think it's a pretty secure asset. But that's just my take. It's a waste of money. Well, at least you're honest, Ren. Yeah, everyone hit that like button for me. Really helps me out a whole bunch. If you're on the cell phone, you just got to hold the screen and hit the like button, or you can hit the three dots in the top right-hand corner. If you're on the computer, it's just down below. It's real simple and real smooth. I think I saw Mr. Bob come in here. I don't know if I acknowledged you, Mr. Bob, but if you're still here, welcome. And thank you for joining the live stream. I greatly appreciate you being here, my friend. You've been a loyal follower for quite some time. And I apologize for not acknowledging you sooner. I just got on kind of a tangent and probably missed a lot of the chat here. Just received your order from Hero 4 of the 2024. Wow, very cool, Donald Sutton Jr. That's nice. Nice little stack. Ah, you live in North Vancouver. Okay, okay. So if you sell a gold proof to a shop, what do they typically offer? Just spot? Let me see here. Who was it that? Okay, Eric Hood. Do they typically offer spot? Well, if they are a legitimate gold coin store, and if they're a decent business, if their business is run decently, they will give you a decent price over spot. Because a proof eagle is going to be looked at as a numismatic coin. So they're going to look at the price that it goes for, and they're going to offer you that minus 10, 15% probably. Whatever the case may be there. I mean, if it's a rare mintage, they might offer you more. If it's a common mintage, they might offer you less. That's when you're getting into numismatics with the proofs, I think. And there's probably a going rate for proofs too, over spot. So they'll probably give you whatever they would give for a gold eagle. They'll probably add the difference between a gold and a proof selling and a gold and a proof buying, if that makes sense. It should all be relative. Now, there are schemy coin shops that do like to take advantage of unknowing buyers, but for the most part, I think a lot of them are pretty trustworthy and pretty honest and reliable. So that's what I think of that, personally. Of course, you're still here. Okay, thanks, Mr. Bob. Well, thank you for being here, my friend. I do greatly appreciate that. I appreciate you coming by and hanging out with us today. Eric Hood, cool. I thought that seemed fair, but I had someone offer me spot for 1988 proofs. I wouldn't sell them for spot, no. I'd sell them for like spot plus 50 or something, maybe. That's just ballparking it, really. It really kind of depends. 1988 proofs, I don't know the mintage on the proofs per se, but I mean, it could be something worth more or worth less. I just would have to take a look at the mintages, really. Let's see here. Beam, blush, pop, crush. Checking out these filters. Ooh, bubbles. All right. Anyways. But yeah. Let's see here. What's the best lighting for the live stream? Well, now it's dark. Beam, blush, pop, crush, glow. I think glow. All right, let's see here. I would trade a 1991 for a different year. Does anybody have old 1/10 ounce platinum koalas? Yeah, I don't know, Ren. Have you seen... I mean, it's a little bit higher than what you've been paying lately, but there was one on eBay. Did you see that one? It's a 1/10 ounce. It's an old koala. Not in its original government packaging, but it is old as dirt. Let's see if it's still for sale. Yep, it is. 1992. You see that, Ren? That's pretty cool. I was tempted to get that myself, honestly. That's a very neat little coin, I think. Oh yeah, I got offered spot for eagles a lot, but under would be brutal. Yeah, under spot for eagles would be real bad, unless it's just in that type of market. Even way back pre year 20, I was getting offered above spot for eagles, and that was when no one cared about silver. I have 2 pairs, could be 2 more platinum coins. Kind of regret them. Well, Ren, you got to just kind of think about that a little bit. I mean, you can't just focus too much on stacking because then it'll make you like kind of miserable, I think. Personally, I wouldn't do that, but everybody spends money on something other than their investments. You got to enjoy life a little bit, right? Even at a young age. I mean, a lot of people say, don't waste all your money and time and effort on all this dumb stuff. But like, you can waste a little bit and it'll be all right. Personally, is what I think. I know, right? Shadow work. We all have access to eBay. Hello? Like, I could list this. Okay, so the 1/10 ounce Platinum Britannia. Let's do a little math here, okay? 1/10 ounce Platinum Britannia, right? I go on eBay right now and I look up 1/10 Platinum, right? And the cheapest coin is well, if we could load it at all. The cheapest coin on eBay for 1/10 ounce Platinum is $129.95, okay? I list this coin for, let's just say $129, right? I take off the 95 cents. It'll sell probably very quickly, okay? And we'll do some math here. 129 times, it's about 13% in fees, okay? So 13% of 129 is 1677. So we'll take that off the 129, and we're looking at 112.23. So 112.23 is what we would get from the sale of that, minus like $4 in shipping, and we're already over spot with just that sale, right? If we just sold it, we listed it at the bottom price and we sold it for that, we're already over spot. So if I go into a dealer and they say, I'll give you less than spot, it's like, Now, I will say a lot of dealers, they do bank on the idea that people need cash today, not after they ship something out and after someone agrees to buy it online. Kind of like a pawn shop in a way. A lot of people do that. They panic sell. They sell because they just absolutely need the money right now. They totaled their car and they got to get to work tomorrow, not in a week after their bullion ships to some random buyer that bought it online and the fees come in and then the payment gets paid out. It's just not going to work like that. So, yeah. But yeah, it is interesting how some shops, I guess they just get enough buyers and sellers that they can do that. Listen up, Platinum Beast knows his eBay sales. Yep, I do. I have never sold bullion on eBay, but I've sold many different things, just random junk around the house. I'm like, hey, when's the last time I used that? I don't know. Been months, years, whatever. Let's sell it on eBay. Throw a couple extra bucks in our account for gas or whatever and just keep on trucking, really. I've sold for years on eBay and just not any bullion. Stop ignoring me, please. What are you saying, Shadi? What are you saying, my friend? Let's see. You're saying stop ignoring me? Talk to me. You're just ignoring me. You are the best. I have to take on my own money and get my money. I'm going through the same, my son, and work on a project. I honestly am not really adding up what you're saying, Shadi. I'm sorry. What price would silver have to hit for you to sell? I'm young enough, honestly, Eric Hood, that I don't think I would even sell unless it was just some crazy. If we hit 50, okay, here's what I'll say. I would never sell just for the cash, but I would trade ratios, okay? So if we hit $50 an ounce for silver, right? Yeah, and gold's at 2,400, I'm flipping to gold. If platinum's at 1,100, I'm flipping to platinum. It just makes too much sense. Silver has basically doubled its price, and platinum's still down, and gold's still down. I'm flipping, right? That just makes a whole lot of sense. But as far as selling outright just to have the cash for whatever, I don't know that I really would, unless there was just some other investment that I could move the money into or saw an opportunity somewhere. But realistically, this money will stay invested until I am very, very old. And I'm in my 30s, so I've still got a little while to go. But that's just my take. You have to have a price in mind. I buy 1/10 regular bullion at 125 or lower. Koalas, kooks are mid-tier. I only buy 135 or under, even if they're old mint koalas. My max I pay is 150. Yeah, I agree, Renstocks. I agree. That's your dilemma because you're going to get tested next year or two. Get tested. We're going to get, but yes, I agree. Swapping meadows would be ideal. I see, Eric Hood. Yeah, I mean, well, and you know, a lot of people probably held out during that $50 run on silver and are mad they didn't sell. So I see where you're coming from with that, honestly, and that makes a lot of sense to me. I don't know. I'd really just have to take a look, right? Because like if the $50 silver, if silver hits $50 and some other investment vehicle is way, way down, like for whatever reason, I would flip it into that, right? But when I put money into metals, that is going into investment, and that will stay an investment money. I would never just sell it just to go buy a Lamborghini or something. The Lamborghini money would be a separate savings account if I were ever to buy a Lamborghini. But it would never be, I would never take investment money to buy a consumable per se, if that makes sense. So it all just stays in investing, whether it's metals, whether it's something else. If metals are through the roof, but real estate is in the toilet, then I'm going real estate. If real estate's in the toilet, but metals are in the toilet, then I'm just holding, right? That's just kind of what I see and what I think of. Ren stocks, I only sell when I can buy my first car or land, that's all. Hey, that's not a bad thing to do, Ren. You get yourself a pair of wheels or a set of wheels, and you can do a lot more with your life, right? You can get a job. You can go out and, shop around garage sales for stuff to flip. I mean, you can do lots of things with a car and a license. So that's not a bad investment. And that's really investing in yourself, right? A lot of people say, oh, it's a consumable. But like if he's buying a car to invest or to do so that he's more productive with his life, I'd say that's more of an investment. You're investing in your own self at that point. I stay healthy with raw honey and wealthy with raw money. Neither expired. Very true, Shadow Work. Very true. I've always thought that was interesting how nature's sweet honey that is created by nature never expires. Like, that's crazy. A shelf life of forever. Wow. And people say that the world randomly came about, man. I mean, I don't know. It seems like it was intelligent design to me. But I mean, the bees out here making honey that doesn't ever expire. How come we can't just make all our food just never expire? I don't know. Crazy stuff, crazy stuff. Yeah, you could Uber or DoorDash. I don't know if there's an age limit on that, though, Ren. You might have to wait till you're like 18 to do that. But I reckon you could do it at 16, maybe. I don't know. You're from, what is that flag, Shady? Normal honey, not stupid store-bought. Yeah, Ren stocks. Yeah, I agree. Normal honey, not store-bought honey. There he is. There's the man, the myth, the legend. Niels Han Dynasty has joined us again. Welcome, Niels Han. Glad you could make it out here tonight. Iran, Shadi. Oh, very interesting. Do you speak Farsi? You speak Farsi, Shadi? Is that why, like, no offense, but your English is different? Hey, Niels Han, welcome to the live stream. Glad you could make it, my friend. Glad to see you here. Hope you're still buying platinum, silver, and crystallized osmium, although I don't know why you wouldn't be. I got like 5 minutes till my game. Wish me luck. Good luck, Ren. Good luck on the game out there. Break a leg, my friend. Do really well. Make mama proud. All that good stuff. And we'll see you around, my friend. You're from Iran. So you speak Farsi, Shadi, right? Salam. Hale shoma chetore. Tikar migoni. Iran is beautiful land, I have heard. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. I love the Middle East too. One day you'll watch me on TV. Hey, that'd be pretty sweet, Ren. That'd be pretty sweet. That would be awesome. Lambos are only cool when your turbos are installed. Yeah, that's probably true, Shadowwork. That's probably true. Oh, we got a $5 super chat in the house. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Niels Han Dynasty. Wow, so incredibly generous. I can't thank you enough, my friend. That is super, super cool of you to super chat me $5. Wow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I can't thank you enough. That is incredibly generous of you, Niels Han. And everyone should definitely go check out Niels Han's channel, man. If y'all haven't, y'all definitely should. He's got about 1 billion different videos. I'm sure you'll find something you like. Whether you like cats, whether you like metals, whether you like just world news, Niels Han is the man. So definitely go check him out. And thank you, Niels Han. That is so, so generous. Thank you so much. You know, when y'all super chat me, little old Platinum Beast, it really means a lot, man. Because y'all could go to any of the big boys and watch their streams, but y'all are just sitting here chilling, watching me. And super chatting is just so, so incredible. So thank you, Niels Han. I greatly appreciate that, my friend. Yeah, Neil has a channel. Yep, he does. He does. Some experts say physically holding precious metals is therapeutic so you can rest well at night and not worry about other assets. That's very true. Shadowwork, that's a great way of looking at it, honestly. I hadn't really thought in that mannerism of what they were probably talking about, but that is true and a great point you make. You can rest easy at night knowing that, you know, you have a nice healthy stack at home. All right. If I could, I'd give it that. Oh, well, thank you, Ren. I appreciate that, my friend. You know, just y'all being here means a whole lot to me, too. Because y'all could be anywhere else doing anything else. But y'all hanging out with me is super, super cool, and I can't thank y'all enough. Not going to lie, I regularly fondle my... Yeah, a lot of us do that, Eric Hood. A lot of us do. A lot of us enjoy doing that pastime. I like to play with my money too. Yep. You're a great person. You're having a great experience. You're having a great experience with your work, and I thought you would be the perfect candidate if I can trust you. Man, Shadi, I don't really know why you keep posting this stuff, but I appreciate it, my friend. I do appreciate it a whole bunch. You've taught me a lot, so thank you. Oh, well, thank you, Ren. Thank you. You know, I may have taught you something, but you've actually taught me something, that not all hope is lost for the next generation, man. At all. Just when you think Gen Z is just going down the toilet, you come in and show us all that that's not the case for all of y'all. So thank you for that, my friend. All right, we've been rocking and rolling for about an hour now. And we've been having a good old time here. For sure. We'll keep it rolling. Thanks for sharing the wealth of knowledge. Well, thank you, Shadowwork, man. You're like one of my biggest supporters on this channel, man. Being a Gold Beast member, always super chatting or super stickering or whatever, and always showing up in my live streams to be moderator and stuff, man. You do good work. So thank you, Shadowwork. I appreciate you, my friend. You're the best. I will get banned if I can help. Let me talk with the other people and let me talk with them about it, but unfortunately I am. Man, Shadi, you know, yeah, even though I don't understand exactly, I know they are very, very kind words, my friend. So thank you. One of these, I'm starting a live show with all the kid stackers. Yeah, Ren, have you had a chance to try out live streaming again? Cause man, live streamer really helps grow your channel quite a bit. I tell you what. Don't end the live, please. I'm not going to end it yet. We're going to keep it rolling and rocking. We'll keep it rocking and rolling for now. I'll let y'all know. I'm pretty good about letting y'all know when I'm about to cut it off. And we ain't going to cut it off yet. We got a good little while to go still. It's early. It's 8:11, so we'll keep it rolling. We'll probably go for at least an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, depending on how it all looks going forward. KYH and small stacks bullion. Oh, you found a few of kids. Okay. Found a few kids that stack. Very nice. Very nice. That'd be pretty cool, Renstocks. That'd be pretty cool to have like a collaboration of all the kids. They're kids from England. Ah, interesting. Very interesting. That's cool. That's pretty neat. Yeah, not all hope is lost with the next generation, no matter how much it seems like that sometimes. You know? So 3 of us talking metals. Yeah, 3 of y'all. And about 50 million Gen X and a few of us millennials, although our generation was seemingly lost too. A lot of people thought we'd be the lost generation, but Gen Z is interesting. Y'all's generation is very interesting, very different from us. We didn't grow up with smartphones. We're the last generation not to grow up with smartphones. We grew up with the start of the internet, but it was a very rudimentary thing when we were kids. What else was different? I don't really know. I mean, there was no Netflix, Hulu, none of that stuff. There was no Apple Music. Everyone was downloading stuff illegally and then getting viruses on their computers. Different times, different times. Show me your face. Nope, shoddy. I am a faceless channel, my friend, and that's how I'm going to keep it for at least now. Honestly, I just don't want to make myself look good for the videos, honestly, if I'm being just truthful with y'all. Always be looking a mess. No, not always, but I don't know. Something about that. But plus, also, I want to keep my identity somewhat random. Gen Z is giving me hope for humanity. Yeah, shadow work, I agree. I agree with that, my friend. Gen Z's actually done some interesting stuff, and they've kind of bucked the trend a little bit of what the millennials ended up being like. They kind of have gone and done some interesting stuff. There's definitely hope. Donald Sutton said, I started stacking 2.5 years ago. If I would have started when I was younger, wow. Yeah, I agree, Donald Sutton. I'd have a way bigger stack, and I would be way better off had I started, even in my early 20s, man. I didn't really start taking it seriously till my late 20s. I'd say at the very least 26, 27 is about when I started taking it serious. So if I started even at 2021, instead of just going out every Friday and Saturday night acting dumb, I could have just stayed at home acting smart. Funny stuff. It's crazy. Crazy. Wish I started stacking back in 96. Someone gave me my first eagle. Unfortunately, I didn't catch on till 20. Yeah, same here, shadow work. My first eagle was when I was a baby in the very early 90s. So, really kind of wish I stacked back then, too. Oh, my gosh. But, you know, better late than never, I reckon. Better late than never. Age brings wisdom, beast. Yes, it does, Donald Sutton. Yes, it does indeed. And sometimes it doesn't even bring wisdom for anybody until a lot of age. Some people end up going into their 40s, 50s, 60s, and then finally realizing, oh, maybe I shouldn't have been dumb all this time. But I'm glad. I'm blessed. I'm blessed I was able to catch on late 20s. And, you know, into my 30s, and now I'm in my 30s, and I'll be able to just make smarter decisions going forward. Lord willing, if the Lord gives me more years to live. But, yeah. So, interesting stuff for sure. Never too late. I agree, Donald Sutton. I agree. All right, we've been going for just about an hour now. Not too bad. We'll keep it rocking and rolling, see who we get in here. I tell you what, though, these short form live streams, they've really kind of died down quite a bit, but it's still good, and we still get the occasional random grifter in here. Hi, can you say... Yeah, no, Shadi, I know that's a bad word. Or that's close to being a bad word. Greetings from Vermont. Ah, hey, Bob Bruno. Welcome to the live stream. Greetings to you, my friend. Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you. Glad for you to be here. Wow, Vermont. We don't get too many folks from around there. That's pretty cool, though. Thank you very much. You're welcome, Bob Bruno. You're welcome. Yeah, we don't get too many people. We don't get too many folks from Vermont. It seems like, I don't know how many people are up there, but that's one of them states that's kind of sparse, I reckon. But that's pretty cool that you're from there. And welcome, welcome. Glad to have you. Glad for you to be here for sure. But I will not say that word, shoddy, because I think I know what you're trying to get me to say, and I won't say it because it's a very bad word in Farsi. But yeah. But I'll say Guz Zadam. How about that, Shadi? Guz Zadam. Salam. Well, I can say Salam, Hale Shoma Chetore. And then I can say Man Khubam Tohubi, Chikar Mikoni. You know, I can say that stuff. I can say Bamanez Davaj Mikoni. Or, what else do I know? Mobarak. But Guz Zadam is funny. Guz Zadam Shadi. Tell me what that means. Plainwell, Michigan. Oh, very cool, Donald Sutton. All the way from Plainwell, Michigan. Very cool, very cool. Where's that at? Is that up in the Upper Peninsula, or is that in the main part of Michigan, I reckon? What language is that, Shadowwork? Well, that is Farsi from Iran. I dated a girl that was from Iran way back in my early college days, and I picked up some Farsi in dating her. So I know a little bit. I know how to say, hey, how are you? What are you doing? Yes, no, Mr., Miss, brother, holiday. I'm good. How about you? Stuff like that. Goose Fraba. I don't know Goose Fraba Plumer. I know Goose Zadam. Goose Zadam means something that I think Shadi can tell me, but I don't know if he wants to put it in the chat. Southwest near Kalamazoo. Ah, okay, southwest. All right, very cool, very cool. So are you near, okay, southwest. Okay, so that's on the other side of, that's not where Detroit is, I don't think, right? Impressive. Oh, thank you, Shadowwork. Thank you. I know a little bit of Farsi and a little bit of Spanish. I can't speak either of them fluently, but I can speak a little bit, right? I can say, hey, how are you? I'm good. How about you? Good. What are you doing? All that good stuff. I can have a little conversation, not a big one. No. You don't know Guz Zadam, Shadi? You don't know Guz Zadam. Or just Guz. What does Guz mean? Oh my gosh. I don't know if you're really far Farsi or Iranian, my friend. I'm just kidding. Directly across from Detroit. Ah, okay. Directly across. Very cool. Very cool. That's pretty neat. And that's pretty cool. Donald. I bet you don't get nearly as hot and humid as we do down here in the South, man. My backyard's looking like a dadgum rainforest. I mow it down every week, and every week the rainforest comes back. It's insane. Absolutely insane. I be whacking weeds that are just full of water. Like, even if it hasn't rained in a day or two, I whack the weed, I get sprayed all over the place. It's insane. But yeah. That's cool. You're from Detroit, Michigan. We got people from Vermont, Vancouver, Michigan. It means goose. No, it doesn't mean goose. Shoddy. It does not mean goose. Like, goose is the word in Farsi, but what does it mean in English, Shoddy? You know it. Let me see. Let me see how you spell it. Let me see. Yes, I know. A G-O-O-Z. Shoddy. G-O-O-Z. What does goose mean? It does not mean goose. Oh my gosh. Surrounded by lakes. Good place to hide from climate change. Oh, that's cool, Donald Sutton. That's cool. Surrounded by lakes. Are you talking about the Great Lakes, or are you just talking about random lakes? I know just enough Spanish that no one talks behind my back. Got to keep them guessing. Yeah, I agree. Shadow work. That's not a bad place to be in. I don't really know enough like that, right? I remember I was at church the other day, and this lady who only spoke Spanish, she did not speak a lick of English, walks up to me, and she's looking for somebody, right? And she's hanging out where the kids hang out, and I was like, "Can I help you? Are you looking for something or somebody?" And she just started talking to me in Spanish, and I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I don't speak Spanish." And she just kept talking to me in Spanish, and I'm like, "No español," and she just kept talking and talking. I'm like, so I sat there for a minute trying to decipher what she was saying, and I could pick up little words here and there. So I would say, "Oh, this," and she'd be like, "Yes," and then she'd just keep going and going, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I have no idea what this person's saying." It was a hilarious encounter. I forgot how to spell it. So what does it mean, Shadi? What does it mean in English? Tell us what it means if you truly speak Farsi. Never more than 5 miles away from a body of water. Well, that's cool, Donald Sutton Jr. That's pretty neat. I love the Great Lakes, man. Those are cool bodies of water. Google Translate is great. I had a 30-minute conversation with a guy that knew as much English as I knew Spanish. Great chat. Yeah, that is pretty cool. The technological advances that we're making is pretty astounding, I gotta say. As far as, communicating with people that don't speak the same language is very, very cool. As well as the AI technologies, right? I'm not a big believer in AI. I don't think it's like iRobot where it takes over the world, but the ability for AI to pick up on accents and dialects and slang and translate even those things is crazy. Yes, Shadi, what does that mean? What does that mean in English? Goose is not an English word. Goose is not an English word, Shadi. But anyways. All right, we got about 10 people watching right now. We got 11 likes. Very nice. Very nice. Very cool. We've been going for about 67 minutes, and we'll keep it rocking and rolling for sure, for sure. We'll keep it blowing and going, my friends, blowing and going. But how about that springtime sale on AppMax? Did y'all check that out? Did any of y'all get anything from that? It's still going on right now. You can get some spot gold, some, I don't know if they have any spot silver left, but they got some really, really good deals on there. No, it's not beautiful, Shadi. It's not beautiful. That's not what that word means in Farsi. Do you speak Arabic or Farsi? Because if you speak Arabic, that's a different language. I use AI almost every day. Can't wait for it to replace modern internet browsers. Currently, it's still 90% arguing. Yeah. That would be pretty cool, Shadow Work. That would be pretty cool. For sure. For sure. Yeah, AI is some interesting stuff. AI is very, very cool. I tell you what, I wish I invested in that NVIDIA, man. I missed out on that. Like I missed out on Tesla. Like I missed out on Apple. Even though I do have some Apple, I missed out way back in the day, which I'm kind of bummed about. But nobody can really predict the future, so it's not all that bad. And hopefully these metals will actually pay off, right? So that I can actually win one. Win one for the home team, right? But, yeah. What's going on? Mistakes were made stacking. Welcome to the live stream. Glad you could make it, my friend. Glad to see you. Super cool you made it to my live stream. And man, you've been stacking these guys non-stop. Like you've just been stacking this. Mistakes. And it's so funny because it seems like every week you've got like 5 new half-ounce eagles. It's absolutely insane. But that's very cool. That's very cool. How's that PT stack going? Well, it's going pretty well. Pretty well. Mistakes were made. I'll have to do another full stack video at some point. When was my last one? Was it November, December? So maybe we'll do it one every year, huh? Got an ASE for spot yesterday on SD Bullion, $40 to my door. Still cheaper than LCS. $40. Oh, okay. Yeah, very cool, Shadow Work. Yeah, that spot deal on SD Bullion was a good deal. I actually picked up a couple of spot eagles on the AppMax app deal. I hadn't taken advantage of that yet, so I got that. Yes, I am stacking them as much as possible. Very cool, mistakes. And that Dragon JM coin is awesome. I didn't even know that existed. That's crazy. And that's another thing that we might see come up on the market is pieces we haven't seen in a long while because people have been sitting on them. But now that platinum's going up, we might see them come back on the market a little bit. Could be interesting stuff show up. Niels Han Dynasty back in the chat. Welcome, Niels. Welcome, Niels. Thanks again for that super chat, my friend. That was super cool of you. We got Bobby. Yep, Mr. Bob's in the chat. Yep. We got lots of good people coming in, popping in here. Man, 8:30 must be the time because it seems like that's when everybody's hopping on. Platinum will blow past gold when it runs. Yeah, I agree. Niels Han. I think so too. I mean, not everybody agrees with that sentiment, but I do. I think we're seeing a flip, y'all. I mean, we'll see how this week ends up. This week, if this week we end platinum above palladium, it's gonna. I think that only goes more into the idea that it's gonna hold where it's at. Really. What is up with the osmium stuff? I feel like it's a network marketing. Yeah, I don't really know. Mistakes were made. Niels Han wants me to buy osmium, but I haven't bought any yet. I mean, I don't know. I'm focusing on the main metals: gold, silver, platinum. Maybe I'll get some palladium at some point, but I don't know about osmium yet. I haven't really gotten on board with that, so to speak. That bimetallic 2000 Library of Congress platinum and gold coin. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool to have, Shadow Work. That really would. Come to Vancouver, huh? Vancouver's I've heard it's a beautiful place, Shadi. I've heard it's a pretty place. Let's see here. Osmium is the 8th platinum or precious metal. Interesting stuff. All right, mistakes were made. So are you gonna get quarter ounce platinum eagles? I know you said you stopped on the 1/10 ouncers. Are you gonna get quarter ounces, or are you just gonna stick to the halves? I'd probably see you sticking to the halves for the most part, but I'm kind of curious because I have a half ounce. It's not with me here, but I have a half ounce eagle. I need to get the quarter ounce, and I need to get another 1 ounce because I lost that in the great sell-off back in the day. So that's probably one of my next pickups is probably a quarter ouncer, maybe. I don't know. We'll have to see. It's interesting stuff, though. Cool. I'm making a lot of money off of it. Well, that's cool, Niels Han. Well, that's why it's being pushed, mistake, because Neil's making money. You play Roblox? No, I do not, Shadi. I am far too old for Roblox, my friend. Platinum good metals all have good futures in the green technology. Oh, I think so too, Donald Sutton Jr. And also, a lot of people, y'all, okay? Y'all. So many people told me I'm full of it when I talked about years ago that electric cars had all these issues and weren't going to take off. And what are we seeing now? Ford, even Tesla, and everyone is cutting back on this stuff. And the values of those cars have gone through the toilet. They've gone straight into the toilet, okay? They're nowhere, right? I could buy a Tesla for like 15 grand now. It's used and old, but even used and old ones were 30, 40 grand. It was crazy, like not that long ago. There's been a serious drop in just the price and people wanting electric cars, right? So I think, well, and somebody commented on one of my videos recently, and they said that they thought that the recent drop in demand for electric cars has increased platinum's demand or what have you, because that was a great fear of everyone for a while, but I think people are starting to see through that. So that's an interesting thing as well that's going on currently as we speak. Yeah, jewelry is a good use for osmium and platinum and stuff like that. Oh yeah, mistakes. Niels Hahn makes the jewelry, I guess. You got sushi, very nice, Shadi, very nice. Yep, crystallized osmium is brand new. Yep. It is a brand new kind of thing or concept or what have you. 10-4, yep. Mistakes were made. So cool of you to join us, my friend. Super, I love seeing you in my chat, man. You've been a good follower for a good long while. And you got an awesome channel too that everyone should definitely not check out because he'll nuke it if he gets too many followers. And then he'll disappear until he pops back up again, like the Loch Ness Monster or Bigfoot, right? 90% of EVs are still on the road. The rest made it home. Mr. Bob, oh my gosh. That's a pretty funny joke. And you know what's funny is I live in Atlanta, right? I was cruising down I-85 the other day. And there was just this flat, dead Tesla in the middle of the highway that everybody was speeding by in their gas cars. And there was nothing he could do. Like, it's just rest in peace, Tesla, if you run out of juice. So, like, that was pretty crazy to see. And I would never want to be in that situation. I've heard they don't even, like, move. Maybe they do, but I don't know. It's really, really rough stuff. I've heard it's a big pain when they run out of juice. I try to catch them, but it's often at gum time. Gum time? Oh, gym time. Oh, I got you, mistakes. I got you. No worries, no worries. I know everyone's got a life that they're living, doing other things. So it's all good, my friend. It's all good. I'm just glad to see you here today. All right. Yes, why it is in crystallized form, not toxic. Yep, crystallized osmium is not toxic. Not toxic whatsoever. I really don't know how osmium is toxic. Isn't it a platinum group metal, Niels Hahn? Isn't osmium platinum group or not? I thought it was, but maybe I was wrong on that. Maybe you can let me know. Yes. Yes, it is a platinum group metal. Okay, so why is it toxic and platinum and palladium and stuff like that is not? Oh. You mean PGM, right? Do you mean PGM or PM? Because PM, I think, means like precious metal, right? So if is it the 8th platinum group metal or is it the 8th precious metal? The only safe form of osmium is crystallized osmium. I will not be licking the gram of osmium I have because it's not crystallized. Well, I wonder why it's toxic. What makes it toxic if it's an element? Although, I guess nuclear is an element, right? Or, yeah, I think that's right. I don't know. I don't know science, right? I got a B in chemistry, and that was my best science, so there you go. This boy has a life. Yep, Shady, we all got a life. Or Shoddy, we all got lives, man. We do. It is a platinum group metal, and it is the 8th noble metal. Ah, noble. Okay, I gotcha. I gotcha, Niels Hahn. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense, actually. So thank you for that clarification. All right. Do you have one of these? Mistakes were made. Do you have a 10th ounce platinum eagle? I luckily was able to score this for 140 probably 4 or 5 or 6 months ago. But I don't typically buy the 1/10 eagles. Their premiums are way too high, typically. But I'm curious if you have any mistakes. Do you have any of those or the quarter ounces? How many times rarer than gold is platinum? I'm trying to think back. I used to know the exact number. Is it like 100 to 1? Is that it? Or is it... It's somewhere close to that, I think. If I'm not mistaken, it's somewhere close to 100 to 1. Let's see. How much rare is platinum? 30 times more rare than gold. Okay, so it's 30 times more rare. So I was wrong. Not 100 to 1. 30 to 1. So really we should be at what? $60,000 platinum? Some people might believe that, but I don't know about all that. I was looking at that eagle. Oh, yeah? The little 110. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, Donald, you were the one who was debating on getting this eagle. That is, they called it not BU, but realistically looking at it, I mean, I can't zoom on the live stream, but there's just the tiniest little mark in the bottom of the back of the coin. It's almost nothing, right? It's basically a BU coin. So I was very, very pleased with Hero Bullion's description of that, and that they sold it for a cheap price. They listed it as not BU, and it came to me, and no complaints. You liked my video. Well, thank you, Shoddy. I appreciate that, my friend. Look good to me. Yeah, it does look good, Donald Sutton. It does look good. Your time will come. You'll find one, man. You'll find one, man, for a decent price. What's the lowest price right now? Let's take a look here, huh? 1/10 Platinum Eagle on eBay is, dang, $187.91. That ain't cheap, that's for sure. That's a 04 though. What's the rarest date? Because 04 might not be a bad date. Let's see, Platinum. I think mine's a 2000. Platinum Eagle mintages. Let's see. What's the 04 1/10 ounce? 04 is not the lowest, but it's not anywhere near the highest. So not a bad date, but 187.91, that's a real high premium, man. I mean, it's real difficult to justify. Let's see on a Golden Eagle, because they always have eagles in stock, but usually not the 1/10 ounce, but sometimes they do. So let's see. They do have the 10th ounce, but it's 194, so it's not any better. Yeah, that's rough. That's rough stuff. Look good to me. A couple $100 for just about any of them. Yeah, pretty much, Donald Sutton Jr. I guess they've moved on into like the collectible sphere, right? Because somebody's buying them for that price. It's supply and demand, right? The demand is there, the supply is short, and they price it where it'll sell. So somebody's buying these little buggers, but I ain't, except this one for 140. Got to roll, Beast. Time to train. Great hearing from you later, DFB. Thank you, mistakes were made. Thanks for stopping by and checking us out, man. I appreciate that, my friend. Thank you so much. And we'll see you around, all right? And everybody should go over and check out Mistakes Were Made Stackin's channel. He's got some great content. He's a great member of our community, and he posts some great stuff. So thank you, Mistakes, and we'll see you around, bud. All right. We've been going for about 83 minutes here. We'll probably keep it rocking and rolling. I don't see any reason we should stop. But if you could do me a huge favor and hit that like button, it really helps out the channel a whole bunch, and I greatly appreciate it. Oh, you answered my 1/10 question and I missed it. Okay, I'll go back and look at it. I'll go back. Let's see. Let's see. I have actually moved up to the 1 ounce. My last two big pieces, 1 ounce bar and 1 ounce APE. Ah, okay. All right, let's see. What else were you saying? Okay, you said, what up, Beast? Oh, okay, so you moved on to the 1 ounce. Okay. But I don't know if you ever said if you had a 1/4 ounce or a 1/10 ounce. Did you? Yeah, I don't really see where you said if you have any 10ths or 1/4s. Also, I answered your... But you missed that thing. No, I have 11 halves. Oh, okay. 11 halves, 1 full, and I have 1 1/4 ounce MS69. Ah, very cool. Very cool. I see mistakes. I gotcha. Hey, Mr. Splish Splash in the house. Welcome, Mr. Splish Splash. Glad you could join the live stream tonight. You are back. Yes, you are, sir, and welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad you could join us, and glad for you to be here, bud. Thank you so much for joining and stopping by and checking us out. What time is it? Well, Shoddy, over here in the East Coast in the southeast region of the United States, it is 8:42 p.m. So it's getting a little up there, I reckon. I got to record some videos for y'all, so that y'all can have some content coming out in the next week. But that's all right. I planned on staying up a little later tonight, so it's all good. All right, so it's 5:43. Yeah, that makes sense. You're in Pacific time, Shoddy. You're in Pacific time, so that makes sense. Donald Sutton Jr. asks, see many 1/3 ounce platinum Australian coins. I don't see them come up on the market too much. I see on eBay there's a few available right now for sale for not bad pricing, actually, if I'm being honest. It's much better pricing than 1/4 ounce. But I don't see them come up too often. They're kind of rare, if I'm being honest. Kind of rare. Pretty rare indeed. Yeah, I mean, it just is what it is. They're a pretty rare find, but they are really cool coins, and they're not a bad price. Like right now, you can find the striped marlin for $409. That's less than my limit of $1,500. You can find the humpback whale at $449. That's less than my $1,500 limit. So, yeah, I mean, they're pretty decent deals right now. The one that's kind of rare is the dolphin one. Right now it's at $525, which is over my $1,500 limit. But overall, they're pretty cool coins from the Perth Mint. I'd love to have some in my stack if I ever get the chance. The 2024 125th anniversary is very nice. Yeah. Hey, Plumaire, welcome to the live stream. Glad you could make it. Glad you could come and join us this evening. Yeah, that 2024 Perth Mint 125-year anniversary coin is very cool. I think that's pretty awesome that they incorporated the kangaroo, the kookaburra, and the koala all on one single coin. That is super, super awesome. I think that was smart on the Mint's decision-making on when they decided to choose what they were going to make for the year. Do I watch Minecraft? No, I do not, Shoddy. Again, I'm a bit older than all that stuff. That's kind of outside of my generation, so to speak. I mean, I'm sure there's people in my age that do that, are into that kind of stuff, but it's just not for me, really. All right. But welcome, Plumaire. Glad you could make it to the live stream tonight, and glad to see you here, my friend. The present is in the present, and it's always now. Yep, I agree, Shadow Work. I agree with you. The present is in the present, and it's always now. Someone else recently told me time in the market is better than timing the market, right? So if you can get in now, get in. Because it's better to be in for the long haul than it is to try and buy low, sell high. You know? Very interesting stuff. All right, we're coming up on an hour and a half here. We'll try our best to make it through to 2 hours maybe, just to make it a nice even 2-hour stream. But once again, I just want to thank everyone for coming out this evening and hanging out with us. Y'all are super, super kind to spend some time talking with me on YouTube, and I appreciate that. Have to go. It was nice finding this stream. It was also nice meeting you. Take care. Well, thank you, Bob Bruno. I greatly appreciate you hopping in our live stream, my friend. Welcome to the first live stream of the Platinum Beast for you, and we hope to see you around some more. So be sure to come by and check us out again. If you haven't, feel free to subscribe to the channel so you can know when we go live, because we like to do these things at least once a week, if not more. So yeah, definitely stay on the lookout. Try not to be a stranger. Yep, try not to be a stranger, my friend. Come on back and join us sometime. Hey, William E., I'm here to see the shiny. Hey, nothing wrong with that, William E. I got plenty of shiny to show y'all. Already subscribed. Thank you. Okay, yeah, thank you, Bob Bruno. Thank you for that. Thank you. William E.'s just here to see the shiny. Well, here you go, William E. Shiny, shiny, shiny. I'm trying to blind y'all, right? Make it to where y'all can't even see the stream anymore. No, I'm just kidding. But I got some good shiny to show y'all, and I try to get more and more in. It's just waiting and timing and everything like that. So, listening from the antipodes while doing my work. Well, that's cool, Plumaire. Nothing wrong with that, my friend. And to be honest with y'all, just watching the channel really helps push this live stream out to more people, you know? Because YouTube sees that a lot of people are watching, so they'll send out more people to watch. No, I listen and see what good info comes up. I got you, William E. Yeah. I mean, we try to talk about some good stuff on here. I try to just kind of go with the flow on these live streams. I like hanging out with y'all and just spending time chit-chatting back and forth. The markets are crazy right now, though. I tell you what, platinum is through the roof. Silver almost made it to 30 bucks. Silver's doing that tease that it used to do back in the day. It used to do that tease with $20, man. I tell you what, everyone wanted it to be above $20. And it would get close, and it'd be $19.50, and people would be like, oh, this is it. And then it would go back down. I swear it's manipulated, man. I swear. I'm not a conspiracy theorist or anything like that. But I swear somebody's controlling it from somewhere. It's just stupid, man. It's just stupid how close it gets. It's like it gets as close as possible so people unload, and then it goes down, and then it gets as close as possible and people unload. Somebody's flipping the market, man. Some major cornerer. I tell you what, you have dimensions. I don't know what that means, Shoddy, but thank you. Thank you, my friend. All right, all right, all right. We've been going strong here for a solid about hour and 45 minutes. I like the volatility, keeps things interesting. It does shadow work, right? It would be so boring if it just sat at a solid number for years. That would be, and it already is kind of boring in that it just kind of floats between a few dollars or whatever. Silver, at least. Platinum has a wider spread, I think. And probably that's what makes it more fun too, I think, is how much it moves. Because when it moves, it moves. I've said that many times in my videos. And it's kind of fun to watch it move, in a sense. I think. All right, all right, all right. So what is the antipodes, Plumaire? What is the antipodes? I'm not getting the stock market and metals rising at the same time. Yeah, that's kind of confusing to me too, honestly. But the stock market did show that it was ready for a dip, I think, towards the end of the day today. I was watching it pretty closely, and it was still going up. The Dow, I think, was the one that ended up, maybe. But it was showing some volatility, so I think we might see a dip tomorrow. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see what happens and what things look like. But I think we might definitely see a dip. We definitely could. It's definitely possible, at least, I think, in my opinion. So yeah. So that's there. Australia. Okay. The antipodes is Australia. That's what they call it? Or is that a place in Australia, Plumaire? And man, you must be, what the heck time is it? It must be like the middle of the night for you, right? Or is it the crack of dawn? Is that what it is? Let's see. Australia time. 10:52, 11:52, 8:52. Okay, so it's the morning for you. It's the morning. Christmas Island. Wow, what a name for an island. Oh, wow. Perth. Perth is like a state or a province or something? I never knew that. Wow. I thought Perth was just some weird word that they had for like Australia or something. But it's like a late morning, yes. Okay, so I guess Australia has states or provinces or something, right? Like Kingston, Adelaide, Perth, and Christmas Island. Those are your 4 districts, I guess, in Australia, right? I didn't even know Perth was one of them. So I guess that's where the Perth Mint is, right? Late morning, yes. Okay, late morning, yep. Well, I'm getting into the nighttime here. The sun has pretty much gone down here on the east coast of the United States. And it's about to get into the nighttime. Maybe that's probably why we don't get too many British people coming in here on our live streams. Is because over there it's like the middle of the night and people are asleep. Interesting stuff. How time zones affect different places and people and stuff. Perth is the capital city and the biggest state west coast of Australia. Ah, I see. Okay. So it's a city. Interesting. But that makes sense. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense, actually. All right. All right, all right, all right. Doom, 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 doom. So what is Christmas Island then? Have you ever been there? Is it very Christmassy? Like year round? That's what I imagine it'd be like. They really sell off that idea that they're very Christmassy. All right. Or is that an island that not a lot of people really go to and visit much? Because I guess that's a possibility too. All right, all right. We've been going for a solid 100 minutes here. Oh man, I should have put a poll in the stream. I reckon we could still do one, huh? What should our poll be today? Let's see here. How do we do poll? Is it this? No, not that. All right. Do I buy bars? I do have some platinum bars. Hey, Twitch Radio, welcome to the live stream. Afternoon to you, my friend. Or really, over here on the East Coast, we're already in the nighttime. So good evening. And then we got people in here from Australia, so good morning to them. But do I buy bars? I do have some bars. I got a 1 ounce platinum Lunar Year bar. I think it's a rabbit. And then I got a 1 gram Argar Haraeus bar. But I don't have too many bars, William E. But realistically, in stacking terms, that really is the lowest price typically platinum you can buy. So I like to stick with the coins. I like to try to find deals if I can, but I do have some bars. 6 p.m. here in Washington State. Yep. 6 o'clock. Yep, it's about 9 o'clock over here on the East Coast in Georgia. So, yeah. Oh, Mistakes Were Made just posted a video. Very cool. Very cool. All right. But I do buy bars, William E. I do occasionally buy bars. I do occasionally see them and buy them. So, yeah. All right. But what do you like to buy, William E? Do you like coins or bars better when it comes to platinum? A lot of people talk about the premium on coins over bars, but I really think you can find similar premiums. You just got to hold out and wait a little bit. And I think coins in the long run will have a higher premium attached to them. So on the resale side of things, they could benefit you a little bit. If you're able to find a deal, you just got to be willing to wait and hold off for that deal. Posted a short of both US and UK Liberty and Britannia collaboration. Oh, very cool, Shadowwork. Very cool stuff. Everyone should definitely go check that out on Shadowwork's channel. I know I will after we finish up this live stream. But very cool, Shadowwork. Thanks for letting us know that. Perform coins. Yeah, William E. Yeah, I agree. Coins are easier to get rid of. You know, nobody wants Volcambi bars for whatever reason. It's real difficult to sell those. But coins are way easier and way more desirable, I think. A lot of that, I think, has to do with the mintage number of platinum, right? All the platinum coins are way lower mintage than their gold and silver counterparts, so they are a much more collectible sort of product, if you will, if that makes sense. Georgia line back in the day. In platinum, I always buy coins. It's been a lot of time on the Florida. Yep, you told us about that. Yep, on the Florida Georgia line back in the day. In platinum, always buy coins. Yep. I almost always buy coins too, unless I just find a real good deal on a bar. But yeah, that Florida Georgia line, I've not spent like a ton of time down there, mostly passing through Valdosta to get to Florida. But I love South Georgia, man. I love those rural communities down there. It's a nice little place. I love Valdosta too, even though I've only really passed through and eaten at some of the restaurants and whatnot. It's a nice little town. I like it. I like it a lot. Twice you are in Pabuloso. Where are you? I'm not sure. Waited 2 months. Oh, yeah, Mr. Bob's in Washington, too. That's right. That's right. So both of y'all are in Washington State. All right. It looks like we got some people holding, some people buying. Very cool. Yeah, I want to get all the 1/10 ounce platinum Kookaburra coins too, Twitch. But yeah, like you said, they're hard to find these days, man. They really, really are. They're not easy to find, especially for reasonable prices, man. It seems like they just go into people's collections and they never come back out. Probably because a lot of people have the same idea as us of collecting them. Yeah, we got 2 Washington State people up in this live stream tonight. We definitely do. All right, we got about 8 people watching right now. Not bad, not bad. We're just rocking and rolling here. We'll probably keep it rolling for a little while longer. We got 11 people watching. Wow. Incredible. All right. Buy silver, platinum, and crystallized osmium. Yes, indeed. I agree, Niels Hahn. Buy all that good stuff. And keep on buying it. Because Niels Hahn said so. And that's the only reason. Like, share, and subscribe. Yes, indeed. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Thank you, Niels Hahn. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that, my friend. I appreciate all the support you've given me, getting the word out and sharing my video with other people. You were big into fishing and hunting in the 90s when you lived down there, but stayed in Washington for the mild weather and camping opportunities. Yeah, that makes sense, Twitch. That makes sense. It gets hot. It gets melting hot down here. Now, don't get me wrong. It gets hot in Phoenix and Southern Cal. Well, I don't know about Southern Cal, but Phoenix, it definitely gets hot. You know, New Mexico, West Texas. It gets very dry and very hot out there. But down here in the South, it's like you melt. You got an ice cream cone. Say hello to that ice cream cone ending up all over your hand because it has melted. You put on a nice t-shirt, say goodbye to that nice t-shirt because you're going to sweat right through it. Shade doesn't really help you too much down here in the South. It's just the heat is in the air. It's not in the sky. You like the potential in bismuth, and it's sold by the pound for now. Yeah, that's true, Shadow Work. There is some definite potential there for that metal to take off, that's for sure. Some interesting stuff could occur. That is for sure. And yeah, the fact that it's sold by the pound for now is pretty decent selling point for bismuth. Indeed. Indeed. All right. Do you have bismuth, Niels Hahn? I know Shadowworks a bismuth stacker, but do you have any, or do you just like it? Because I know you always talk about platinum and silver and crystallized osmium, because those are your three staples. All right, we're about 56% buying and 44% holding. Very nice. Very, very nice. All right. So we'll probably wrap it up here at about 2 hours. So we got about 12, 13 minutes left. But it's been a good live stream, y'all, and I appreciate y'all stopping by and checking it out and contributing to the live stream. Y'all are real, real great, and I can't thank y'all enough. Where's the cheapest place I've seen platinum coins as of lately? Well, that's a good question, Twitch. 1 ounce coins, I don't know that I've seen any deals really lately, and it's actually kind of surprising because the dealers could sell it and probably move some serious inventory at spot. But perhaps they're waiting to see if there's going to be a level off somewhere above 1,000 before they do that. But I don't know that I've seen any deals really in the short term. Every time you buy platinum, it's the cheapest anyone can get. Yeah, Niels Hahn, because you got the secret connection, that's for sure. I buy nothing but sovereign countries platinum. I can trust the purity, but I get the cheapest stuff I can find. Yeah, I agree, Donald Sutton Jr. That's a good way of going about it. That's why I don't have too many eagles. I know Shadowworks a big eagle stacker, but I really go much more closer towards price versus, eagles, right? I'd love to have nothing but eagles, but I try to get as much platinum as I possibly can, and it's not really possible to do that if you just stick to eagles. But sticking to eagles isn't a bad approach, I must say, because that's obviously always going to be the most desirable, at least here in America. Yeah, I thought so too, Twitch Radio. That's what we've seen with gold. Every time gold hits its all-time high, it's like, oh, buy gold at a pennies over spot. It's like, okay, I get why you're doing that, dealers. Y'all bought it way below where spot is now, so you're trying to make quick sales, but they haven't done that with platinum. Perhaps it's an inventory thing. Perhaps the inventory's down, so they're like, we need to hold on to this because we ain't getting any more, right? There's a rumor going around that the Platinum Eagle has been discontinued in bullion form in 1 ounce version. So if that's the case, then, Inventory there is going to be lacking a little bit. Retail FOMO is what it is. It could be, Niels Han. Yeah, I agree. That's what I think too, maybe. $30 over spot is much I pay for platinum. Yeah, that's a solid price point, Niels. That's solid. Let me get 1/10 ounce Britannias, but I'm starting to look elsewhere for like quarter ounce or bigger. Yeah, quarter ounces are hard to find because there weren't that many made, Twitch Radio, from the Sovereign Mints. But perhaps somebody will come out with something new, right? The Perth Mint has been known to experiment quite a bit with platinum, as well as other mints. So who knows what the future holds? Maybe we'll see a quarter ounce Britannia or some quarter ouncers come out of the Perth. It all just kind of depends. I think their Kookaburra series has been proven to be very popular. So there's that. Arc Silver is what it's called, Donald Sutton Jr. That's what he uses to buy crystallized osmium. Arc Silver, funny enough, is their name. Platinum miners have lowered production. Yeah, the mining is a big driving force too, I think. I think mining has gone down substantially, and I think that's really going to hit the retail market quite a bit this year. And that's what a lot of people think and are speculating about, for sure. That's definitely a driving force behind platinum. Indeed. Yes, indeed. Yeah, Nails, let them know what the website is called. Unfortunately, I can't drop a link because I'm not on, my computer died, so I had to go plug it in. But maybe Shadowwork's still in here and he can post the link or what have you. But I don't know. Gotta run. Gotta go pick up people. Oh, have a great night. You too, Twitch Radio. Thanks for stopping by and checking out the live stream. I appreciate you, my friend. I really do. And thanks for stopping by and checking it out. And we'll see you around, bud. We will see you around. I have my reasons for Eagles. Not trying to push them on anyone, but buy what you like. Whether it's the price you like, the mint you like, the design you like. I agree, Shadowwork. I agree. And honestly, you have a way cooler stack than me. If I'm being just completely honest, Shadowwork, you really do. All them Eagles, they make me jealous every time you send me pictures of them things. So, yeah. I'm not going to lie and say, oh, I would never buy Eagles. I would. It's just my own personal stacking strategy doesn't allow me to do that, right? I just can't get past the price. But I am jealous of people who have all Eagles, like Shadowwork. Yeah, the platinum is very cool. Very cool. Thank you, Donald Sutton. I appreciate that, my friend. All right. See you later, Twitch. Have a good night, my friend. Call Ian from Arc Silver. Tell him Neil sent you for a better price. Yep. Look up Arc Silver, Donald Sutton. That's who Neil uses to buy and sell the crystallized osmium stuff. So definitely give them a check out. I've been on their website a few times, and there's some cool stuff on there. I just haven't jumped the gun and actually bought anything yet. But maybe I will one day. Who knows? Who knows? And platinum. Yep, they got platinum on there too. They sure do. Yeah, I agree, Shadowwork. I agree. I agree with that, my friend. Precious metals won't ever expire. They're universally recognized. Yep. The whole world recognizes precious metals, even platinum. No matter how many times a lot of people will say that platinum is not a precious metal, blah, blah, blah. The U.S. Mint recognizes it. The Perth Mint recognizes it. The Canadian Mint recognizes it. South African Mint recognizes it. The British Mint recognizes it. I mean, I could go on and on. So I ain't buying it. I ain't buying that the world doesn't recognize platinum as a precious metal. I really think it's just a lot of gold and silver stackers that just want to hate on platinum. They want to see it not go up because they don't want to miss the boat, right? But they just, in their hearts and minds, can't justify buying it over silver and gold, which is understandable, but at least be honest with your reasoning. Hey, Shoddy, welcome back. Glad you could come back, my friend. We're probably going to wrap it up here in about 5 minutes, so we'll keep it rolling for 5 more minutes. But once again, I appreciate everyone who stopped by today to check out the live stream. I really, really do. Y'all mean a whole lot to me, and I love seeing each and every one of y'all. Gold bugs don't like platinum because it's the best PM. Yeah, that very well it could be true, Niels Hahn. That very well could be true, and could be the reason why. Copper's going up as well. Yeah, copper's an interesting metal that I think we could really see. I mean, I'm in my 30s. I could really see copper make a move into the investment side of things. Not that it isn't already, but I think we could really see it move there. You know, people remember back in the 60s when they took silver out of coins, and a lot of people are still alive today from that time period. So copper could make the second coming of, you know, precious metal value, right? Of the metal being worth more than the money that it's made on. Which we've already seen that occur, and we already saw them take it out of the pennies, but it hasn't gone up enough. Like 1 penny's worth what? 4 or 5 pennies maybe? We got to see that 1 penny be worth $4 or $5, right? And then we're seeing some real action in the copper world, which I don't doubt could happen. I don't doubt it at all, if I'm being honest. What time is it, Shoddy? It is 9:13. 9:13. Wow, that's quite the copper stack, Niels Hahn. That's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool. Yep, Niels Hahn, you're over there at dinner time. Over there on the West Coast. Man, America's a massive country, man. 3 different time zones. Really more if you count Guam. And it's interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. Is Puerto Rico in a different time zone? I can't remember. Are they far enough east? They might be. Although I don't think so, but they could be. You never know. Love it. Looks so warm looking. I think I was reincarnated from the Bronze Age. Yeah, very well could be, Donald Sutton. Very well could be. If I remember correctly, when copper goes up, palladium goes down, and same with aluminum versus platinum. Does that ring a bell to anyone else? You know, I don't know. I've never really looked at it in that aspect or compared those metals. Shadow work, but you very well could be correct, man. Yeah, we got Pacific, Mountain, Central, Eastern. Yeah, but Niels Hahn, Guam is on a whole different time zone. They're on a whole different date. And they're part of the United States of America, so they still count. But I don't know about Puerto Rico. Are they Eastern Standard or are they different time zone? Because they're pretty far east. They're further east than the East Coast. So I don't know if Puerto Rico is on a different time zone, but I know Guam is, so they definitely count as America. Hawaii too. Oh yeah, they're on a different time zone too. Yeah, you're correct, Niels Hahn. You're right. Hawaii's on a different time zone because every time there's an election, like a presidential election or something, their polls always close after the president's already been decided. It's hilarious to me. Poor Hawaii, down there voting like they actually matter. No offense to anyone in Hawaii, but y'all's time zone makes it to where your presidential elections do not matter almost at all. Y'all should vote like a day early just to say that your vote actually matters and makes a difference. Because by the time they get done counting Hawaii's votes, they've already pretty much picked the president. I don't know if a presidential election has ever come down to Hawaii. But yeah. Haven't been watching those relations. Yeah, me neither. Me neither, Donald Sutton, so I couldn't tell you. 3 hours behind Cali. Wow, so that's 6 hours behind East Coast. So that's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy stuff. I think Guam's like 8 or 9 hours behind, but they cross the international date line. So Guam's in a whole different date than us. They cross over. I remember them on a market spillover chart and found the relations odd enough to remember, I think. Oh, I see shadow work. That makes sense. Maybe that's something we need to take a closer look at, right? We might need to take a closer look at the relationship of common metals to precious metals and see if they move back and forth to one another. Is it sunny? Nope. The sun has gone completely away down here on the East Coast and the Southeast, and it is completely black outside. I'm looking out my window right now, and all I see is darkness. So, yeah. Pretty interesting stuff. All right, everybody. We've been going for 2 whole hours now. We just crossed over the line. So, I'm going to wrap it up here. Yeah, I think Alaska's in a different time zone too, Niels Hahn. I think it is. I think you're right about that. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. Thank you so much to everyone who came out to the live stream and showed me some love and support. I greatly appreciate it, especially being such a small channel as mine. You know, the fact that y'all show up almost every live stream, each of you, and show support means a whole bunch to me. And I can't thank y'all enough, so thank you so very much. And yeah, I guess we'll see you probably in the next live stream. I don't know when we're going to do that. Oh, thank you, Llewellyn Engineering. Thank you for the shout out, my friend. Glad to see you. I don't know when we'll do the next live stream. We might do one on Monday. We'll have to see. Next week's looking pretty light for me across the board, so we'll have to see what we end up doing. But yeah, thanks everyone for coming out and you know, showing the Platinum Beast some love and support. I can't thank y'all enough. And you know, with all that being said, until next time, we'll see y'all.